You know, every time I do this video, I just get a total kick out of trying to figure out how to set things up, where to put my chair, where to put my table, where to put my brain, where to put my jewelry. There's a process in doing this, isn't there? So I wanted to tell you that today's been a little crazy, but in a good way. It's been crazy. Every time I do one of these vids, I talk about my being an artist, you know, and I say it over and over and over and over and over. The only reason is that I keep repeating it, not to have to impress it to death about my life pursuit. It's just one of many. Is because, why? I'm a narcissist. I like to talk about myself. No, it's because anytime anyone watches these videos, they don't know. You never know who watches them, at what time, at what sequence. They don't all watch my videos. So sometimes I do repeat what I need to say about my point of view, I guess. And also the other thing that drives me nuts about myself, watching myself do these vids, I say so a lot. Beautiful, so good, so good. Boy, you learn a lot about yourself and your mannerisms and the things you say and the things you wish you hadn't said. But I think that's all part of the therapy. Because it's kind of a therapy. Sick, maybe, a little sick, but a therapy to what? To figure out who I am. I guess that's what I'm doing when I'm doing the Dooney Bourke reveals. And I have another one, and I told you I was on a fast. It's true, kinda. I'm on a fast. This is actually a bag that my daughter-in-law is allowing me to open for her because she's too like wigged out at the idea of doing her own reveal. So I'm not trying to blame her or trying to excuse myself by saying, how could you do another reveal when you're on a fast? Because I am, I swear. But she really liked this bag and wanted to give it a shot, and she said, hey, why don't you, since you're a total crazy person, what do you call it when you're exhibitionist? I'm an exhibitionist, okay? You got me, you nabbed me, you know who I am. I'm an exhibitionist. Since you're an exhibitionist, why don't you do it for me? Because I get a kick out of seeing my own bag being revealed. And then I can have all you ladies and men. You know, there's a lot of men who carry these bags. They look great on them. Some men really have good taste in handbags when you look at a lot of these videos. So I'm going to open this up. It's a reveal. It's a new handbag for the fall from Dooney and Bourke, and we just had to check it out. So I'm doing this for my daughter-in-law. I swear. I'm not kidding. I'm doing this for her. I have my little timer on. You know, this timer is still going. It's annoying, I know, but la. It's so easy to just go on and on and on and sound totally, I can't even give a word to it, nonsensical. Anyway, so this is from Dooney and Bourke, and this is a new bag. This is not from QVC, and she just had to give it a shot and see what it looked like. So here it is. So I'll get right to it. Ta-da! Brand new bag. So it's rare for me because I like to do the as is a lot of times. So we're gonna check this out. I don't have my kitties with me. I love having the cats with me. They're adorable. They keep trying to push things off the table, and they just keep everything with a sense of humor. So it's not so serious. You know, these bag reveals, and also I really don't want to enable people to purchase more than they can afford. That's not what this is about. It's about sharing, because a lot of times I return the bags, right? I return them, and I do pay shipping for that. But I like to try them, and in a place where I can't go to a Dooney outlet, so my shopping has to be largely at home. So I do pay the shipping, but it saves me gas. So it's a toss-up. This is the new Verona. I think that's the name. Verona baby. From the factory, back east. And you can tell back east means back east for me. So this is that new bag. So I thought some of you ladies might enjoy seeing something that is brand new on the market. And it's got a pocket back here, which I think is kind of cool. It's got this little, so we'll examine it together. I'm going to keep all the pieces together because she's not sure, we're not sure whether she's keeping it or not. But bless her heart, you know, she could do this herself. She kind of begged out of the whole thing. She got scared. You have to be a little crazy to want to do this, right? So here's a pocket back here. This whole section here is a pocket, and this is their small version. They have a larger one that's taller, I think. So look at this. But what I am fascinated with about this bag, it's got a little, I'm going to take this off gingerly and keep everything in perfect order. It's well packed. And I wanted to point out that when I was talking about designer bags, this style harkens back to the Birkin. The Birkin has the same type of leather folding over just like that around the attached handles. This is exactly how the Birkin kind of looks, except it doesn't have that. And probably, so here's where Dooney and Bourke kind of has their own take on a Birkinish Hermes style. Now Birkin has a belt that comes across this way rather than up this way. So they kind of took this, if you took it away, and had a belt coming across. Very similar. So it's their homage to, so I'm going to take this off without ruining it, because if we have to return it, we want it to be perfect. And this one is the Hunter Green. It's the tea marl brown, and then it's more of a cocoa brown. Tea marl, cocoa brown, two different browns, and this green. Then it has handles that don't collapse down. And this is very much the Birkin look. They also doesn't have handles that go down. So this is an interesting, very interesting design. I'm trying to decide if I like it even for myself. And then it's got this wonderful outdoor huge pocket right there that goes across for your cell phone, and a little, I got my rings on so it's hard to get in there. It goes all the way down to the bottom. Okay, all the way the width on the back. Now I like that. That's kind of handy. Then you've got your snap here. Let me see how there you go. To hold everything in. I don't know how convenient that's going to be. Then you open up, you've got this tab here. And you'd have to want to negotiate that tab, I guess. And let's see how it works. Open, okay. Suede on the entire interior. Very pretty. Beautifully wrapped. Got to remember where everything went. Shoulder handles. Wow. In here. Some more pieces. Big shoulder handle. And it looks like this does not come off. Now that would bother me. I would want something that comes off. I'm not sure I'm thrilled about the fact that you can adjust it here. Let me do it like this. So there's an adjustment here. I would have to adjust it a little bit shorter. Okay. Do the Dooney dance, baby. What is it? Pebble green, Florentine. There's the green. Okay, so it's got loops on either side. So this does not adjust. this comes off, that doesn't really adjust. That's just decorative. All right. So you've got this shoulder strappy. Now the one thing so what holds this down? I guess there's a little, there's a tab here, but you got to get it over this stub thing. This, yeah, I'm not sure. This doesn't move down. So this thing kind of flops. Just want you to know. So I would be concerned about that. Okay, let's look on the inside. I'm going to put this back. It's got everything in there. Let's move this over here, all this stuff. I'm going to take this out. Beautiful. I'll remember how to put it back together. The bag. Okay, that goes on either side. So I'm going to pull everything out. So here's the size of the interior. It's got the slip pot. It's got the zipper like a Dooney normally has. And you've got to kind of negotiate. You can see that with the red interior. Green suede. There you go. You see all that? So this, I'm trying to think how you would flop this over on ongoing. So you always have to flip this up and over. Now it's secure. And then you got this piece to put in there. So there's a little kind of finagling that you got to go through in opening this up. Now, my daughter-in-law liked this because it went with she liked the equestrian feel, the 3 tones of the different chocolates on there. And then it's got the corner Vachetta trim. So this is pebble leather, Vachetta trims, and the feet, and that back pocket. Now that's kind of handy. So it's good they've got that because it's harder to get inside with all this stuff. Now I'm trying to figure out if, like the Birkin, now the Birkin, you can actually flap the flap inside here and sort of have it like this and flap it. And you can kind of do that. And you can flap this whole thing and leave it open if it's just a hassle after a while to carry it. So let's see what we've got here in terms of, now this is a much longer strap. Shoulder strap. And here's the handles. And let me bring it around. You can see. And this is the, what is it called? The Verona. I should have looked at the tag there. Okay, so this is the Hunter Elisa. I thought it was Verona. Elisa, and this is a new product that they're coming out for the fall. Pebble leather. Okay, so it goes like this, and this is the smaller version. They have a larger one that I think is taller. Same idea as you see the patent leather bags that came out this year, and also some of the Claremont line where the handles don't flip down. So the handles don't flip down. You can see how long the shoulder strap is. Pretty long. I have my big 20,000 pound belt on. But anyway, so the handles show up. It's not too bad. It's down by the hip. And then you have the shoulder, then you have the crook of the arm, then you have it with your hand like this. And you can see the styling behind and in front. It's a handsome design. I mean, it's definitely, and you can tuck in this flap if you needed to. And it's got the decal of Dooney and Bourke. It's a different little logo there. You see that? Dooney and Bourke. My lighting is always a little direct. I got a light that keeps it really bright. Then I think my timer's about to go off. So to spare all of you the timer, I guess I couldn't spare you. This is a pretty bag. This is got a lot of style, very equestrian, but this has the Birkin, some of the Birkin aspects of the Hermes bag, but on a much smaller basis. And I think the Birkin, people leave the Birkin like flapped up and let the flaps, but the design here where it fits in around the tabs of the handles is Birkin-like. And then, so we had our class about designer bags. So, so some of the ladies who own Birkin bags, they just tuck this whole thing inside here if they don't want to fuss with it. So that's a way of wearing it as well. And there's the pocket. Take that off. But there's a lot of little tabs and things and stuff going on here. Oh, here she is. But it smells divine. Oh, And this one is about $298 is what they're asking for this. And they have one that's a bigger one for $324, I believe, $325. So the pebble leather is beautiful. And tell me what you gals think. My daughter-in-law will have to figure out, and it seems like in good shape. The Keta leather, there's a few little scratches on it, but pretty little bag. This definitely has punches a lot of style, that's for sure. And the dark Timoro brown, and then the cocoa brown. So there's two browns. Well, thank you. And Nika just turned her little tail on you. Hello, how are you? Hi, sweetie baby. Yeah. You want to say hello to all the people out there who are into bag insanity besides your mother? Ayo. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to end it here because I'm blabbering and I don't want to blabber anymore. Thank you. Did it catch it?